In continuation to the shell scripting on if conditional statements, like we have seen that if else and statements on along with the regex. Now moving to few other if else conditions on whether a given number is a positive number or a negative number, things like for those aspects. So given validation of positive and negative numbers. Moving to validation of positive, negative numbers. Validation. Okay. So for I'm here going to write. Um, can include a good practice to include shebang, and I'm going to enter the number. If num gt, then echo the number positive. If some echo the number is negative, else echo the number is zero. Bash positive numbers. So I'm giving here 100. If it's going to be num sum num, so I'm giving 100. It's a negative number. I'm getting a negative value. If I'm giving a positive number, it's a positive. If I'm hitting as a zero, it's number zero. So for this three variants of number categorization, we keep using here if else statements. So in hyphen gt is actually greater than for anything for an to avoid doing like this you have an alternative way. I will just help explain you how do that alternative way works. If you can uses double braces as a normal check, you can do like greater than zero, and you can then you can put echo the number positive, else lf number less than 0, then echo the number is negative, else echo the number is 0. Fi, that's it. For a multi-line command in shell, then I go with this option colon, double colon, and quotes actually helps with multi-line comment. So I've commented this as a multi-line. Now let's check it out how it works. Giving 100, it's a negative. So same thing I can achieve with regular way of checking the conditional operators, like greater than, less than, equal to. So those things are achievable with braces. That's the difference of bringing up the results of the braces. So moving further, you can also do if else with the file, whether the file is writable with the permission analysis. Also you can do like a file writable dot. So here I'm getting the file name and it's checking whether it's writable. So I have an option directly pointing that hyphen W means is it writable, or it's R hyphen R means it's readable. So R W X are the thing. So if it's going to be executable file, then I will put as X. Since I'm here only validating it's a writable file, writable means I can alter that file. When I say writable means a file can be modified. So I'm having a certain files. So I will do a touch file creating a file 1, and more of the file is 555 I'm doing. So without any write accessible. Now in my case, file writable. So here I'm going to get the file name, which is I'm going to give file 1, which is not writable. So I'm able to get a not writable file. Hope you understand. So when I hit that not writable, it's not writable. Okay. Similarly, we can achieve for executable files and all other stuff. Even you can check whether the file exists. File exists. I'm just copying the similar function, similar file name, same file. File exists. Not exist. V file exists. No, I have a conditional operators like exclamation if it is not a file. If it is not a file, that means like hyphen f. Hyphen f is a file. If I'm not giving an exclamation along with that, it is not a file. So I'm making a directory here, example, and when I fetch to here like this, ex, it's not file is writable. So I want to modify it. So here I'm making it as a writable. It's is not a file. Here it's going to be is a file. So here I'm giving as file. So here, yeah, ex is a right. Is a right. Not. Why it's showing bash file exists. Anyway, so that's the file. File one I'm giving. Sorry, ex. Ex is a directory. It's not. It's not a file. It's a directory. It's a directory. We need to check what it is pointing. It's not having anything, so I'm creating a directory with the touch with the range of uh, file file 110. So I have 10 files. Actually, it actually gives a range of files. Only two operator. Yeah. So it actually helps to get the range of files easily to you. So I'm coming out bash file. Now I'm giving a directory. It should show it's not a file. But let's check. Wait, wow. If we are giving some other file, file writeable .sh, it's file. But why it's replicating? We'll have to check. File exists. So here, so what happens is I'm getting a file name. I'm checking if it is not a file. Okay, if it's not a file, it's not a file. Then if it's a file, I have mentioned the case differently. Okay, now if I put it's not a file, and at the same time when I hit file writable, it's a file. So this how it actually validates whether the product input is a file or not a file.